I love ya. This is Yeyefini with my Ask Yeyefini Show. Yes, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yes, we are here inviting you to come on in, chill, relax. We're getting ready for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. Oh, Batala Baba mio, Orishana Ore mio, Oh, Batala Baba mio, Orishana Mopera, Oh, Batala Baba mio, Orishana Ore mio, Oh, Batala Baba mio, Orishana Mopera. Yes, yes, we are. We are getting ready to post all of the information we need for the upcoming fast, cleansing, detoxing fast, and Babaluaye. This is his time. I just want everyone to just take a minute to just uh, get centered as we're going to do some good information. I am feeling very good. We just finished our embracing your ancestral practices. It was wonderful. We had large audience here in person in Charlotte as well as online. So thank you all for those who were on here. We forgot to take a picture. But it was wonderful. The ancestors came through. It was awesome. So get ready for the Ask Yeyefini Show, embracing, honoring Obaluaye, Babaluaye, honoring the autumnal equinox, the shortest day of the year. So here we are, the Ask Yeyefini Show. I don't have a guest. I am the guest. and the yes. I'm so excited. Y'all know I stay excited. And so we are here as every year. I'm here doing the celebration for Obaluaye, Babaluaye, Shopona. And so Obaluaye means father of the earth. In Africa, it's praise name used to describe Shopona as the Orisha of smallpox. He's often one of the most feared and revered Orisha because of its power over life and death. He's the patron of those suffering with smallpox, HIV, AIDS, I guess now with COVID, leprosy, and other infectious diseases. Some of the virtues of Obaluaye are supreme discipline and patience. Various images of Obaluaye is covered with wounds and that, but Obaluaye was a king, and that's the tie that he has with Shango, where he was the king and he ruled his town and deviated from what he was supposed to do and wanted to party and have a good time. And so he got sick, he got ill, and Shango saw him, my brother, what's wrong? How are you? You don't look like yourself. And he says, well, I deviated from what I was supposed to do, and this is what has happened to him. So Shango, who is the owner of all types of magical potions, healed them, and Obaluaye was able to regain his position. Shango brought him back, and that's why in our Lukumi practice, we always feed Shango and Obaluaye together because of the pact that they have of the friendship and brotherhood. Obaluaye is this time of the year where is the winter solstice, the autumnal equinox, and we are going in just as the plants, just as we see the plants outside, the leaves are falling and they become fertilizer, they go to the earth, and the 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 sap, the sugars go into the root of the plant, because the root then the plant then goes into hibernation. It's gone into a place where it's storing its energy, planning to burst with new life in the spring. And so just as Obaluaye, the energy of discipline and order, this is the time that we want to shut down and close down and just go within, shedding all of the things that no longer serve us, like the leaves, the dead leaves the dried up leaves are dying and fall. And so with the winter, what we're doing is allowing ourselves to disconnect from those things that perhaps have been our norm, that have been the things that we usually do in the spring and in the summer and in the fall. And so this is the time for us to pay notice to the things that you want to shed, the things that you want to cleanse. And for me, over the years, I love to do the cleansing detox fast during this time, because it slows us down. We are slowed down a little from all of the running around picnics and that outside. So this is a time for us now to really go within and connect to those things that we want to be healed. I'm going to continue reading the script that I have here. Various images of Babaluaye are depicted in some things as the energy of has smallpox, or has marks. On the contrary, to some believe he is not the god of death or death, but because he's Orisha who promotes the cure of illnesses, he's automatically close to the ancestors. So he is one of those, him or Ya, Babaluaye, or energies. Babaluaye or Ya are those energies that are close to death, because we usually leave here from some illness. Our hope is that we don't leave from a disease that's infectious. Now with the COVID, what has happened with us, we've had to go into a real connection to Obaluaye this year. And that's why I feel that it's very important for us to take this opportunity to cleanse ourselves, make sure that we are taking our supplements, our vitamins to strengthen our immune system, so that whatever new strain of this Obaluaye presentation comes, we are prepared, because the way to fight the COVID is really to have your immune system boosted. And so I'm not here to give you some of the vitamins that you will be using. There are plenty of things that you can Google and find. I'm here to just share with you some of the things that I've used over the years, so that we will be able to cleanse our bodies, mind, and spirit. In the Yoruba, he is venerated, usually called Shopona, and is said to have dominion over the earth and smallpox. He demands respect and even gratitude when he claims a victim. And so people sometimes honor him with phrases like Alapa Dupe, meaning one who kills and is thankful for it. He is the owner in Yoruba understanding of smallpox. The Yoruba people took their tradition about Shopana to the New World when transported it during the slave trade. In Africa, he rides as a warrior on a mule carrying a bag of potions with tipped arrows. Yet in our world, he is an itinerant of crutches accompanied by dogs. So in the diasporic picture that we see in Lukumi, he's suffering. He's not the king as we have in Yoruba, that Shopona is a king that has the power to scorch the earth or produce the earth with food and the things that we need. Because of the knowledge of the forest and healing of plants, Babaluaye is strongly associated with Osain, the Orisha of herbs such as bitter melon, wormwood, peppermint, wild tobacco, sesame, cactus, palm fronds, chives, and also cocoa leaves. Heat is also a key fever. Heat is also like a fever, the body heating up to expel disease. It is Obaluaye's acting on the human body when we have fevers and causes heat. And so Obaluaye's number, of course, is 11 and 13, and multiples of 13. And this, the color that we use with Obaluaye is red. In Africa, in the diaspora, we see red, we see brown, black, purple, as those are colors of when you're bruised. So when you're bruised, you can go from dark, from black to purple to red. So these are the things that reflect the energy or where you are. The Eleka Obaluaye, there are several different types depending on the roads. And as a recipient of Babaluaye in both Isheshe and in Lukumi, I have two different shrines and different things that I use, but they all represent the healing aspect of Obaluaye. And so Obaluaye himself is the energy that gives us a lot of appreciation for discipline. I just wanted to share that with you and let you know that in coming into the season, we have a group. Don't have the paper. We have a fast. Oh, yeah. Fasting and cleansing with both Obaluaye, with Iyalode Yeyefini. So the Facebook group is called Fasting and Cleanse with Iyalode Yeyefini. You can go ahead and join us. It's free. And it's a group on Facebook that what we're doing is every day in honor of the Obaluaye within us, we are going to be cleaning out our insides while we're cleaning out the outside. And so every day we're going to state why, how, when, and where, all of the science behind fasting and cleansing and detox. You can find all of this information in my book, Meaningful Mondays. I have the entire chapter and aspects of how to cleanse, how to juice, how to begin it. It's not starving yourself. It's beginning with 3 days of salads. During this time, this is a time where you want to just commit to total raw foods. And some of the foods that we would be using, you don't use during the cleanse because it does not help you to detox. So just go on my Facebook page, the group called Fasting and Cleanse with Iyalode Yeyefini. And there we're going to be putting all kinds of different things to go in there. We have recipes for you to cleanse. We have herbs for you to drink. We have all of that. We have yoga practice some days. We have, because it's very important while you're cleansing this Obaluaye time, your body needs to wash out inside, internally, giving your body internal showers. And while we're doing that, we are exercising. Some people do yoga, tai chi, walking. This is not the time to jog, however. This is the time for you to walk and let your body has its own rhythm of exercise. And so the things that we're going to put on our altars while we're cleansing with the juices, we're going to be putting up an altar, which is going to do the spiritual aspect of you while you're doing the juices. Does that make sense? So when we're washing ourselves internally with the juices, we're washing ourselves outside at our Obaluaye shrine. This is what I do and I've been doing for many, many years that I learned in my practice. And we're going to set up what you would do to begin your cleanse with Obaluaye. You want to get a location in your house that is clean, that is neat. You can mop the floor, have a location, have a big mat if possible, and you're going to set the altar. And in the altar, what you're setting up is you're going to be setting up 13 bowls of grains and other products that you'll be using to clean yourself from December the 18th till the 24th. And December the 18th to the 24th are the times when you are building up to the 25th celebration of the sun returning back to earth. It's the shortest day, and those 7 days represent us with the opportunity of allowing the king that's within us, because that's the story of how we started. This was the Ola of Oyotunji started this practice of allowing us to use this time of the year to show the correlation with the sun and ourselves. And so during the celebration of Obaluaye, the king, the key within us, go through a death. And in that death, as we're going through the death, we're allowing ourselves to shut down in atonement, in asking forgiveness, in asking for self-redemption, for doing the things that you know will bring you out on the 25th of the day of celebration, which ended up in some practices as the celebration of the birth of one of the ancient expressions of the divine. And so, to get back, we're going to then set up, you have this mat, and you're going to have 13 bowls that you're going to put the following ingredients in as a way of cleansing. Y'all know that on YouTube and in all of my things, I love to share the things that I do. There are many ways of doing this. This is the way that I do, and I'm sharing it with you. So you have a representation of Obaluaye. You can have an image of Obaluaye. There are many pictures on the internet that you can get if you don't have the shrine. If you have the shrine, of course, in your worship of Obaluaye, you have that right there on the mat where you are going to cover Obaluaye with cloth, because Obaluaye is the energy that does not like the sunshine, because that's what creates heat, creates fevers, and so you want to cover it. So that if you don't have the shrine, you have an image. I'm not at home now to show you the image that I have of Obaluaye. I have a beautiful tall image that I received when I went to Cuba many years ago. Huge thing of Obaluaye that I received when I went to El Rincon, where you're able to cleanse, and there's a big festival to Obaluaye. And then I have another one that represents Obaluaye where he's covered with raffia. So there are different images. You can print out a picture of him, put that on the wall where you're going to sit the altar, and then you're going to then put your bowls, your 13 bowls of grain, and you have a bag, a paper bag, large paper bag. And if you have a basket, you can sit that bag in a basket on the side. And so what you're going to do with these 13 things is that every day you're going to pray, you're going to pour libation, pour it either on the soil, and in a potted plant, or on the floor. And when you pour the libation, you always take some of the water and touch your forehead, which is his healing balm. Or you can cleanse yourself off with it. This is to represent that you and Obaluaye are having this harmonious healing experience. And so you have your container or your image, and there you're going to have 9 dolls. This is one of the things that the Oba of Oyetunji, may he rest in glory, Oba would say, Adefumi the first, taught us in terms of the 13 dolls represent the 13 stars of the planet Saturn. And so you're going to put that to represent the wives, to represent the stars, to represent the things that are going to support the worship that you're doing. So every day you pour your libation, you call Obaluaye. And John Mason's book, Ori Orisha, has many songs about Obaluaye that you can sing while you're doing your cleansing. Or there's one that we traditionally use when we have the Agwan and the Awan, and so we can do that. But for now, let's just focus on the picture that you have on the wall, your 13 bowls, and you're going to pray. Every day you pour libation. I love to do it in the evening, in the cool of the evening, and you pour your libation, you call Obaluaye, and then you start picking up the things with your hands, and you're ceremoniously cleaning yourself, rubbing yourself off, and dropping it in the bag. And so I have a list of some of the things that's possible for you. This is not etched in stone that they have to be. These are just things that I'm putting here that I have on mine and I'm sharing with you. Is you want to put eggs, you could have meat that you cut up, you have beans, all types of beans except black. You have cornmeal, cut up some bread, slice up onions, slice up potatoes. You can have crackers. You can have cut corn. You can cut corn off in little rolls, or you can shave it off of the cob. You have rice. You can have fruit such as apples or pears that you cut up and you put that on the plate as well. You also have raw pasta and grits, because some of the things represent the progression of life. And so that some of the things that we use are things that we have manufactured out of grains. And you also have pasta, and we have grits, which is another form of corn. So every day, Baba, Baba Soroso, Baba, Baba Soroso, Obaluaye, ya formo de Baba Shire Shire, Baba, Baba Soroso, Baba, Baba Soroso. Obaluaye, ya formo de Baba Shire Shire, and you're cleaning yourself. You take the egg, clean your eyes off. You take that, you drop it in the bag. If you have more than yourself, I usually have like a whole dozen eggs, and you can clean off with one. Clean your eyes so that you'll be able to see things that you can't see ordinarily, your enemies, your challenges, the things that you sneak up on you. Clean your eyes off, put that in the bag. Don't break it. You get the meat, you pick up the meat, you're cleaning yourself down all over you. You're cleaning your children first, then you clean yourself. You take the beans in your hands, cornmeal, the bread that you've cut up, sliced onions, potatoes. You're doing all of this. You're just cleaning yourself and dropping it in this bag. Every day you're putting this bag from the 18th to the 24th. You're just putting it all in there. Every day you close up the bag. Next day you open it. You put the things in there. You drop them in the bag again. And then it's leading up to the last day, which is the 24th. And you want to then, on the last day, on the 24th, before 12 midnight, you're going to take this bag and put it somewhere far from your house. You can take it into a dumpster. You can take it to different places depending on what your spirit is, but you put it in someplace in nature. You don't do plastic because you want to put it in a paper bag because it can be recycled into nature. And once you have that done, then you come back to the shrines and you light candles. And that's when usually we have the celebrations that we have in our homes for the beginning. The next day would be Kwanzaa. The 25th is the day that we light the candles for the beginning of the season of the celebration of the sun returning to us on earth. And so on the 25th, that's when you have family and friends coming over. And if you're doing your fasting, this year we have a 14-day fast, which we are going to start actually on Tuesday. And so this weekend, Monday and Tuesday, you'll be getting the products and things that you need to start your fast and your cleanse. 3 days of 3 days of salads, vegetable salads, all raw. 3 days of these salads as well. It could be fruit salads, and all of the menus are there. So while you're cleaning inside, you're cleaning outside. That makes sense, right? Our ancestors are just brilliant. And so in the cleansing, what you're doing is then at the same time, you're releasing, writing down the things that you want to release, the things that you held up in your heart, the people that cause you to reflect on yourself and knowing that whatever is going on around you is not about them, it's about you. What gifts people brought you that made you feel less than, that made you feel argumentative, that made you feel sad, sorry for yourself, blaming others. Write those things. I release with gratitude, the feeling of da 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 da. You put that also. I drop mine right in that bag. I release today, such and such and such, and your emotions are going to be coming up. I release such and such and such and such. Another time, once I saved all of them and I burnt them at the 24th at that night. So you can do it like that too. You can get creative. And you're releasing because you're letting go, because at the 25th, you want to have merriment and friendship. And so things have happened. And if you want to take yourself accountable to it, this is the time to do it. If you recognize that it has nothing to do with anyone else but you, then you forgive yourself and you move on. So these are the things that we'll be doing starting on the 18th and ending on the 24th. Our fast begins on Tuesday, and we're going to go up, hopefully, for those who continue with it, you'll be able to finish up on the 24th at the same time as the Obaluaye. the thing with juicing and detoxing, it makes you feel so good. The first 3 days is going to be rough. The fourth day, you'll feel kind of nauseous. Fifth day, your energy starts coming back. And the more you do it, the better you feel. But join us on the Facebook group, Fasting and Cleansing with Yeyefini, and continue to do your work. Continue to do what is required for us to leave this world a better place. This has been a very rough time for us in terms of the COVID, having to wear masks, reassess ourselves. Many of us have lost loved ones. Many of us have lost relationships. Some of us have lost connection to ourselves. And so this is a good time for us to just kind of shut down, go within, and detox, cleanse out, so that we can come out for the new year better and happier people. So thank you very much. I want to give you some announcements that are going on yeyefini.com and in the Yeyefini IIASK family. Please know that the second Thursday of every month, we have our Ore IIASK. This month's class is going to be on Palo and Prenda, the power of ancestral celebration in Lukumi. We have that class is every every third Thursday on Yeyefini.com. You can sign up to become a member of this group, or Friends of IIASK. We also have our meeting class just started last month. It's not too late. This is the last month that we'll open registration. For those of you who see dead people or feel signs that you want to, just go to yeyefini.com and see what the mediumship training is about. We had a phenomenal one last year, which we just had the retreat a month ago. It was wonderful. Go to yeyefini.com and you see how, if you want to strengthen your mediumship, sign up. It's open. Also, the children's rites of passage, to teach your children and your teens and your tweens the same thing that we teach for the adults. We teach it from a children's perspective. Involve, engage yourself. It's very minimal cost for it. Also, you want to join us in February again, as we are doing other programs. Every other month, we'll be doing programs in different cities, honoring the ancestors, because that is one thing that when we focus on the ancestors, then we know that whatever religion, creed, practice we do, we're all the same. Our blood is green. When we die, our bone is white, and all of us are related to each other on this planet as brothers and sisters. And so join me on yeyefini.com on January the 1st, where I will be doing the reading of the year, as I do always every year for many, many years. And for those of you who want to sign up for your reading of the year, I've opened up every Saturday during the month of December and January for New Year reading. So go to yeyefini.com if you want to sign up for your New Year reading, and find someone that will be able to give you a reading during this time in preparation for your life this new year. 2022 is going to be a powerful, powerful year. It's going to be a number 6 year. A year where there's an opportunity for you to expand, an opportunity for you to find your crown, an opportunity for you to really understand that you are God. You are an extension of the divine. And money and physical lack of it that we believe sometimes keep us from being successful, that is not true. So this year, coming up in the number 6 year, let's start looking towards coming out of this COVID mind shift into embracing the king and queen that you are. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me on the Ask Yeyefini Show in preparation for the autumnal detox cleanse, or the winter solstice, winter holiday cleansing out, avoiding the flu detox period. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Continue to please go to yeyefini.com, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, and just thank you so much for the loving support that y'all have given to me over the years that make me feel very, very vibrant even in the moments and the days that I feel low and weak, I know somebody's praying for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Even if I don't know you personally, you've never met me, know that every prayer that you say for me keeps me on this earth to do what it is I came here to do. So Modupe, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that y'all have done to support me in this ministry. Without y'all, I would not be here. So continue to pray for me, bless me, and encourage me, and I do the same for you. We just had a wonderful, wonderful experience today with the closing of our 3-day ceremony. It was amazing. And we will share more of it as we go along. Thank you. Thank you, Inga, Coach Robin. We have LLT Hill. We have a lot of people out here just saying Alafia. Thank you. Karen Cartwright. We have Priestess Divine, Coach Robin Ashira, Kamara, Inga, my friend, my dentist, Satet, Natural Nursing, John Halverson, Allison Patrick, how are you? Geneva Branch. We have Naturally Flawed, Big Back Theory, I Am Abundant. We have Elevated Conjure. We have Stardom, the Young Goddess. We have, oh my gosh, I love you. Everybody's out there just waving. I love you. Y'all know I can't do both things at one time. We have Goddess, who's joined, Boogie Banton, Susannes 25. Oh, we have so many of my friends out here. Busa, Elevated Conjure joined. Oh, Brooklyn Babe 561. Yo-ho, Saggy, Energy joint. Umeme, who's it? Chakra Bay. Oh, go ahead, sister. So there's so many people out here that y'all have followed me over the years. I thank you. And if this is your first time, I love that, sister. I love you. Thank you. See, I'm the producer and the guest and all of that good stuff. I did all of that in 30 minutes. You have a blessed day. Know that I love you. Keep praying for me. I receive it. You my family. This is my tribe. Thank you, Odabo. You have a blessed day. I love y'all. Odabo. So how do I end the broadcast? The last time my grandson says, "You're still on." Yeah. End the broadcast. Somebody called me up here. Go here. Are you sure you want to end the live? Yes. So share. Where to share? Yeah, my grandson called me and said, "You are not off." He sure not called me to say